What is going on, guys? The Smart Price Action Concepts is finally here. This tool is going to be a versatile and universal trading tool that can be used by anybody who trades price action concepts or price action. It does not really have to be smart money concept or ICT. In this short video, I will show you guys how to use this indicator. But before we get into that good stuff, I want to share with you guys my smart trading kit. My smart trading kit is basically 3 strategies or 3 systems, with this one being one of those systems. And this is what I like to call trading version 3.0. In trading version 3.0, it's completely price action trading, which I will talk about in a minute. But before I do that, I want to share with you guys the other indicators that I have, or the other trading systems that I have, which are the trading system V1.0 and V2.0. What I have here is what I like to call version 1.0, which is a systematic trading system relying on indicators. This system is called the Smart Trend Trading System. You can find this indicator in the link below. It is going to be a systematic trading system which relies only on indicators. The other system that I have is a Smart Support and Resistance Trading System. It's a combination of my best indicators, including the Smart Support and Resistance here, the multi-time frame trend panel, candlestick patterns that you can show and hide. It comes with a lot of buttons. We have the VWAP as well. This is a hybrid system between price action and systematic trading system, using the support and resistance, candlestick patterns, VWAP, trend breakout catcher, and multi-time frame panel. In the same way that this indicator relies on only indicators, we have many indicators. We have the Smart Cloud, we have the Smart Trailing Stop, we have the Smart Trend breakout catcher, in the colors, the candle coloring, which helps a lot, and we have also the multi-time frame panel. This is the Smart Trend Trading System. This one is the Smart Support and Resistance Trading System, and what I have here is the version 3.0, what I like to call version 3.0, which is the Smart Price Action Concepts. The Smart Price Action Concepts is dedicated for professional traders that like to trade SMC, ICT, or any other market structure strategy that uses pure price action. So here is the plan, guys. I will show you how to use this indicator and how to use the panel in this video for short. But if you want more in-depth explanation about all these elements that you have in the panel and all these elements that you have in the charts, I have a free online course that you can take now by clicking on the link in my bio. Click the link in my bio and you can take the online course for free, where I will teach you guys every single thing that you can see here and how to use it. And I'll go through the panel settings and lead you guys into the details, every single detail of this indicator. That is going to be a complete and a long online course where you will learn how to use this indicator in the best way. Without further ado, guys, let's get into this video. Now you have the panel here, and I'll start from the top. First of all, you have the clock here on the top, and you can click on the clock and you will see the server time or the local time, or you can see the candle timer, and this candle timer can be seen also here. This is the version of the indicator, and SPAC basically stands for Smart Price Action Concepts, and this is the first version of this indicator. Now you have this button here, and you can use this button in this way. By clicking there, you can hover over the indicator and use any button you want, like this way. When you remove the mouse over the button, what's going to happen? It's gonna be hidden. This is a very smart way to have a clean chart and to have a minimal panel. You can click the same button and you will bring it back. You have a button here that says All Elements Indicator, and when you click on that, what's going to happen is everything is going to disappear. And with that being said, you can click again there and you can do whatever you want with the chart. It's clean and minimal. Now going back to the chart, you can click again on that and it will appear, and you can click here and then you will see again the panel. The next thing that you have in the panel is this world circle, and when you click on that, what's going to happen is the map is going to disappear, and you can bring it back by clicking again. You can control to view the sessions or remove the sessions from the chart. But first, what you have to do is you have to select the sessions first, and after selecting the sessions, what you can do, you can click them to hide or show them back. You have the alerts here. You can control the alerts. If you don't want the alerts to be shown, what you can do is you can click on this one. When it's red, when the bell is red, you will not get any alerts, but when it's white in this color right there, you can get alerted whenever something happened or new thing happening on the chart. Again, I will go into details about the alerts in the online course. It's free, you can take it. And this one here, it says the timer bar, and the timer bar comes with 2 styles. This is the first style. Now the market is closed, that is why we don't have any calculation, but the first style is going to calculate the seconds, the minutes, and the hours. The minimal style is going to give you just 2 indications or 2 infos. The third click is going to remove the timer completely from the chart. Now you have this color bar, and what it does is, if you take a look at these elements here inside of the chart, the chalk and the boss, what's going to happen in the equal low and equal highs, they're going to all take one color, which is gray. This one is going to be updated in the next update, where we will add more features into it in a way that the entire thing is going to change to your preferred color. Now to bring that back, what you can do is you can click back again, the colors of the button change, and also the colors of these elements comes back to life. The next thing that you have is the internal order block and the swing order block. What you can do here is you can control the style of the order block, and we have 3 styles of order block. We have this first style here, and we have another style which is filled, and we have unfilled, and with the 4th click, what's going to happen is that the order block is going to disappear completely. Now let's say that you want to show only the internal or the swing order block. What you can do is you can click either on this button or this button to bring a separation from those buttons. Now you have an internal order block button and you have a swing order block button, and now I can control the swing order block by itself, and I can bring the styles, and I can control the internal order block and the styles of the order block. Now this is a good way to separate between the swing order blocks and the internal order block, and if you put these styles in this way, you can know which one is which just from looking at the chart. I know that this one is internal, and I know that this one is a swing from the way I have set it up here. Now with the next set of buttons, what you can do is you can control to show or hide the elements inside here. And you can see here, this internal boss, when I click on this button, is going to disappear, and I can bring it back with the same click. The internal shock is going to disappear in the same way when I click here, and the swing as well is going to disappear. This is a swing chock, and then the swing boss is going to disappear and appear by the click. Now I have these buttons here to control and view the whole thing, including the iBoss and the iShock, which stands for internal boss and internal chock. And if I click on this bull, what's going to happen is that the bullish are going to disappear and the bearish are going to disappear if I click on the other button. And this is internal. You can do the same thing for the swing, and the bear are going to disappear and appear in the same way as the bullish are going to be controlled using that button. Now, moving on with this button, in the same way that we joined these buttons by clicking in the middle, we can join the same buttons here of the equal highs and equal lows by clicking this button, and I can control the bullish and the bearish disappearing of the equal lows and equal highs. But if I click on this button or this button, I can have a separation where I can control the equal lows or the bullish equal lows. If I can click on that, the red is going to hide and show. Now, moving on to the next line where I have discount in premium, and in the same way I can join the buttons or I can separate the buttons. If I have the buttons joined, I can control the premium zone and discount zone, and they are going to be removed from the chart, or I can bring them back by clicking on the same button, or I can remove the premium only and keep the equilibrium in discount, or I can remove the discount and keep the equilibrium in the premium. Now comes the fair value gap, and as you can see, guys, here we have a fair value gap here and here, which I can remove and bring back by clicking on this button. This is going to be controlling the strong high and the weak low Fibonacci level. I have two styles actually of Fibonacci. Basically, the button has three clicks. The first click is going to show you, or by default, it's going to show you the measurement of the Fibonacci on the last swing. If you click again, what's going to happen is the Fibonacci is going to be drawn on the previous swing. And if you click again on the third click, what's going to happen is the color of the button is going to change the writing from white to black, and the Fibonacci is going to disappear. And the same way you can bring it back by clicking the button again. Lower here you have the swing, and what I mean by the swing is the structure or the market structure that shows this high low, lower high, and lower low. You can control to view that or unview it or remove it from the chart. In the same way, we have the previous day high, the previous week high, the previous daily low, the previous weekly low, in the previous monthly as well. If you scroll up, you will see the previous monthly high. You can control to show or remove this as well by clicking on this button here. And notice when I hover over the button, it's going to give me choice to show or hide individually the daily, the weekly, or the monthly. If I click on the daily, and if you take a look at the daily here, when I click on the daily, that will remove the daily only. But when I click on the button or the main button here, all of them are going to disappear from the chart. To bring those back, all you have to do is click on here, and you can remove the weekly individually, or the daily individually, or the monthly, or you can show them all as you want. Now, the last thing here is the map, and I have two styles of the map. If I click here in the middle, that's going to give me the style of the timing, which shows you the local time of the trading cities. You have Tokyo, Sydney, London, Frankfurt, and New York. You click again and you bring this map. Now, the importance of this map is it has these flags, and these flags, all of them are clickable, and they have 4 clicks. Now, the 4 clicks are going to be in this way. First of all, when you click, nothing is going to happen because you have the sessions here disabled. You have to enable the session, and then that will show you the time session. I need to go back lower so I can see better. And to show you as an example, I will take the London session as an example here, and I will try to click it 4 times. So the first click is going to be with the volatility here, and it says the type of the session, which is London. And when I click again, what's going to happen is that the writing is going to remove. After that, what's going to happen, that's the second style. The third style is going to be with the writing and the volatility. And when I click again, what's going to happen is that the London in the volatility is going to disappear, leaving me with this minimalistic style. And if I want to remove it completely, I have the fourth click, which is going to remove it. The same thing happens here, this one, and the same thing happened with the other one. All of them are going to behave in the same way. Now, remember, this button is going to clean up the chart from the sessions, and these buttons are not going to be working unless if this one is on. By clicking on the flag, you can control the session. But if you want to come back to the other style of the map, all you have to do is click in the middle here at nowhere, and it's going to bring back that map. And again, if you want to remove the map, you click on this one here, and it's going to remove the map. And coming back to the last thing, I wanted the chart to be cleaned, and I click there, and I wanted to have a minimalistic chart. I will click there, and I will sit this one to the side. Now you have a clean chart with which you can do whatever you want. You can draw lines, and you can do your analysis in the same way that you do every day. But when you want to bring the smart price action concept to life, all you have to do is click back and click here, and then you have it alive. Now, this is the first version of this indicator. In the next version, what we have is we have another version that comes with another panel. And as you can see, guys, this is the common version. We are still working on this one. And if you can see here, I have the MTF, which I don't don't have. In this one here, when I hover over here, I have this MTF, and when I click on that MTF, what happens is that I have this panel appears. Now this is a multi-time frame panel, which will show you the boss and the chalk on multi-time frames, in which you can control in the same way, and you can hover over and see what's going on, and you can control the alerts by clicking on these buttons as well. So if I don't want to be alerted on the M30, for example, I can click there and remove the alerts on the M30. You can minimize this in the same exact way that we did before, and you can choose to remove the whole thing. This is a very versatile and universal tool that you have here. Now, the last thing that I will leave you guys with is that this indicator is optimized for both the white background and the black background. And the black background looks even more beautiful with this setup. You can see the colors, you can see every single thing. So the point here is you don't have to change anything. It works with the white background beautifully, and it works with the black background even a lot more beautiful. Now, you might notice that we have here writings on top of each other. This problem can be solved by going to the settings, and I can show you guys the details of how to remove this problem and make the chart even a lot more cleaner by moving the Fibonacci a little bit here and moving the timer in the middle, and you can have these writings on top and the other writings on the bottom, and you can set that in a very beautiful way. If you want to learn that and more and everything that you need to know in the online course, I will explain everything in details. What does it mean, how we use it, and I will make sure that you understand everything. So click the link in the bio, guys, and see you in the online course. With that being said, take care of yourself.